This topic tonight. You're not going to be a market wizard in November. That's not going to happen. What you're going to know in November, so that way you have a real clear understanding about what you're working towards. What's the end goal for you? What is the end goal for all of you that submit to everything I put you through? What is that? It is that you will confidently know when not to do anything and be still and know that there's no reason for you to be worrying about missing anything. That's the number one thing right there. That in itself will protect majority of you from blowing out your funded account or blowing your regular trading account. Everybody that blows their account always can see it in hindsight that they pushed really, really hard when the market wasn't doing shit. You have an outcome that you need to have happen on a social media equity curve. You need to make yourself feel better because your spouse or your significant other has caused you some grief. You're sick. You missed some days at work. You're behind in bills, or you're just in debt. What's it going to do? It's going to cause you to do reckless bullshit. You're going to know not to do that by November. Well, before that, really. But by November, you'll know when not to do anything. You'll know when not to touch any of that stuff. You won't go into the marketplace. You won't do these things. And you'll know what you're specifically looking for when you're going in environments where it's low resistance. You'll know exactly what constitutes a high resistance or low resistance climate that you're trading in. You can trade in high resistance, but you'll also know that you'll be using far less leverage. And you're going to have to demand a whole lot of patience that you would otherwise not require when you're trading in low resistance liquidity run. Where the market's really quickly running for you, it goes right to your objectives. That's what you're wanting to focus on. You want to focus on those types of setups. They're fun. They're easy to know when they're going to be there because those signatures are like, they're very telling. And you see it when I talk about it in my executions. I'll say, all right, I'm looking for a lot of movement, or I'll tweet and say, okay, I want to see it be a straight run into this now. That's a low resistance liquidity run. When we are quiet and we're waiting for price to just chew through some old market structure, that's high resistance. It's high resistance. It's not moving quickly and efficiently through and to your objective. So it takes a different type of mindset to go through that. Now, when you are first learning how to trade, you think that all trades are going to be like a low resistance liquidity run where you get in, it runs because it owes you something, right? It owes you that profit. The fucking market doesn't owe you shit. It doesn't owe me anything. But these books and influencers make you feel like, well, hey, you sat down, you watched that chart for the last 20 minutes. You damn well better pay me something, because it owes me something. That's the mentality, especially today. The last 25 years, this is the mindset of most everybody. You owe me. You owe me. No, you have to earn that shit. And by discerning the difference between high resistance and low resistance liquidity runs, you'll be able to effectively trade, and you'll grow to appreciate and want to trade more so in low resistance liquidity run signatures, where the market just quickly just runs. It has these really nice big candles. It just takes off and goes right where you want it to go. I know how to teach that. I prove to you that I can see it happening before it happens. There's a logic there. That's what you're going to know come November. You'll know that. You will absolutely know it. Will you lose in some of your trades? Sure you will. You'll lose, and there's nothing wrong with losing, because money management, which we'll talk about also this year, will prevent you from blowing up. You don't have to be fearful of it. You don't have to worry about missing moves. You don't have to be in every trade, and you don't have to be in every market. You can pick one market that you feel confident in, that you like, and then that's all you need. It makes it so much easier. You know what those key levels are. Think about what I'm teaching you. New week opening gaps, new day opening gaps. Just that alone, and the enormity, I'm making up shit as I go along, the enormous responsibility of managing all that shit on your chart and templates, because new day opening gaps, there could be a lot of them, right? So how much of that can you do if you're trading 12 pairs? Well, wait a minute. ICT, what if there's no new week opening gap? Um, Here's what you're not doing. When you look at Aussie dollar, this is the part where you write down in your journal. If you look at Aussie dollar, that currency pair has what? It has a commodity currency in it, Australian dollar, which means it trades on the futures market. That futures contract is going to have an opening gap. You use the price on the futures market, and you use that in reference to what the pair's doing while the futures contract's printing too. I was teaching you with real-time examples this week and last, where I'm using intermarket relationships and intra-market relationships. So I'm blending other assets, positively and negatively correlated markets, how they influence each other and how they dance together. All those things come together and give you a tapestry that you can really see everything. For the life of me, I can't remember which one it was. There was a Batman, Chris Nolan. I think it was the last one where he was doing Morgan Freeman did something with the cell phone, and all of a sudden, all the monitors in front of him was like giving like an X-ray view of some shit. Okay, that's kind of like what this feels like. It feels like that. To put it like a little bit of a cinematic flair on it, when you're able to see behind price what it's likely to do. Think about it. When I first introduced the idea last week or so, I said, you want to look at the opening price on Sunday and the closing price on Friday, and then split that range in half, and also do it in quadrants. So you have a number of specific price levels. I also taught you that if it works towards just half that lower end and fails to go in the upper end of it, that means it's what? Decidedly weak. And vice versa. If it's coming down, it can only dig into the upper portion of it and not get to consequent encouragement, which is the midpoint. That means it's bullish. By itself, that doesn't mean anything. But if you have a narrative that you think the market's going to go higher or lower, and you see that unfolding, it gives you a real advantage. It also teaches you, if we're moving away from the new week opening gap, then we're probably in a trending model, which is what I talked about yesterday, real time. Told you we're going to have a large range day. We got a large range day. You can't fake it. It's there, real time, explained to you. And you have a whole year of this shit coming. Which led me to how I was going to close this session tonight with you. I have a lot of weapons. I have a lot of tools, concepts, approaches. I literally could make a trading model every day of the week for each month of this year, and none of them would be the same. And I'd still have shit in the cookie jar. I spent my entire life coming up with every possible fucking scenario to get me into the trades. So yes, when you see these dickheads out there talking shit, ICT's always got something. This is the reason why you can justify that trade. You're fucking right. Because I was afraid to get in the trades. I was afraid. I had a weakness as a trader. I didn't know what strategy to use to get in, because every time I used retail shit, it was fucking failing me. Everything I tried, it failed. Steve Nielsen's fucking candlestick book. Garbage. Didn't fucking help me do shit, but lose more money. Elliott Wave, tried that shit, lost fucking money there too. And I didn't try it for a week, folks. I was doing this for a long fucking time. 6 months minimum before I made any fucking changes. And I was doing things religiously. Nobody puts in the work like I do. Nobody does. Nobody puts in this type of work ethic in this. And when I was younger and I had more energy, every waking moment was this. It was this. I lived and breathed this shit. Markets and price, it's in my fucking DNA. I was made for this. This is my purpose. This is why I'm on this fucking rock. I'm talking to you. This was appointed for us to meet. You know damn well what you're learning is going to change every fucking thing before meeting me. You know it. That's why you're still listening. That's why you put up with my fucking shit all the time. Yeah, you know I'm chemically imbalanced, but you know what? Every motherfucker out there that had fucking genius behind them, there was something different about it. They were wired differently. That's what I believe I am. It is what it is. But if I didn't look at things the way I look at them, I never would have been curious. I never would have pursued it. These obsessive compulsive things that I was birthed with that were a problem for me to wrestle with when I was a child, I channeled that shit into this stuff. And when I finally understood how these markets book, I had a mission. How do I bridge that gap that you're not supposed to see, and how I can communicate in a chart the things that don't exist in books, that other traders and teachers don't know anything about? Because believe me, folks, listen, they can talk all the shit they want now that it's growing in popularity. But if anybody knew this beforehand, it would have been out there. It would have been out there. And you know damn fucking well it would have been out there. And everybody that hears these people, and it's a small little people, small number of it, oh, ICT is renaming bullshit. Dude, you got $2.5 million in your fucking account. As soon as you give a complete rundown, a bibliography, where everything came from, what's renamed, and everything, and I guarantee you ain't getting it done. It's not happening. Sorry, but it just doesn't exist. BC, before this whole approach of looking at technical science, to take the name that Anton Creel mentioned in a little video, it's not technical science. It's just trading. No. It's absolutely fucking technical science. There is a science behind all this shit. When the daily high and low is calculated at midnight every fucking day for every fucking market, unless there's a manual intervention, that's fucking science, okay? That's fucking science. You don't see the Goldman Sachs boys going out there and telling you where the fucking low of the day is going to be in the high of the day. You don't tell that. They ain't out here telling you anything in intraday. They're going to tell you that it's noise. No, it ain't. This is fucking dubstep to me. Okay, this is fucking classics. This is Bach. This is Beethoven to me. It's fucking symphony. It's just beautiful. I see this shit as poetry. It's art to me. It's not fucking noise. To uninitiated, to the people outside this circle, it's fucking noise. It's a cult. Well, guess fucking what? I'm a proud card carrying member of the fucking cult of winning, motherfuckers. If you got a problem with that, kiss my ass. I don't give a shit what none of you fucking think outside our circle. I don't give a fuck. And you think anybody that's doing well here gives a flying fuck what you think? They don't give a shit. You ain't convincing them of anything. They're already in it. They've already tasted it. They've already seen it. They've already been convinced of it. And they keep getting new doses every fucking day. And that should encourage you, because I'm telling you something. I fucking wish I had this. I wish I had this fucking community. I wish I was a member of a community like this. I wish there was a fucking ICT that I could have went to and learned this shit from. I wish I had what you have right now. I fucking wish it. I wasted so much fucking time and energy and money chasing bullshit that promised market wizardry. And it was bullshit. None of their stuff ever worked. They couldn't prove that they could use it. You never seen anybody out there fucking doing what I'm doing. If I say I'm precise and I'm telling you to the tick, I better damn well fucking be able to do that, right? Well, guess fucking what? It keeps happening over and over and over again. That should be encouraging, because you're in good hands. You're in good hands. You got somebody that gives a fuck how you're going to do with this. That's not charging you anything. There's no fucking coupon codes. There's no fucking Black Friday specials with me. Every fucking day is a Black Friday special. It's fucking free. Free. And I just want you to appreciate it. Because I could have been just like I was as a 20-year-old. Capricious. Not really knowing what the fuck I was going to do from one day to the next. And I could have went back on my word. If I was given this, I would spend the rest of my life teaching other people how to do it.